What's good, YouTube? Number 92 here, back again once again. And today, people, we have some more Pokemon Sun and Moon news and information / discussion topic videos for you guys. And today we're discussing the golden topic from the last trailer. That is the starter evolutions. We finally got the middle evolutions of the stage 1 Mons to go with our I almost said Kanto, then I thought Kalos. It's ALOLAN starters. So if you guys are hyped for Sun and Moon, and of course if you're a proud member of the Nappy Nation, make sure you smash the like button down below for us, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. But we are not alone, ladies and gentlemen. We are joined by the Squee Lord himself, Nexus.
Squee!
He actually did it. Holy shit.
And I actually did it. Wow, one of those days. Dude, one of those days.
And we're also joined by the pinnacle of Mario LPs on YouTube, Mr. PK Sparks the Eyes.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm hyped. Dartrix is life.
Do it over. You gotta do the yo. Yep.
No.
I was getting excited for it too. I didn't even think about it until you said it, but
yeah, I was getting excited.
Well, I'm happy to disappoint. Yo, what's up, guys?
No, it's on your channel. It's on your channel. Yo, it's on your channel. No, life is done. Great life.
Well, PK spoke about Dartrix. This is the first one we're going to talk about. It's the Blade Quill Pokemon. Dartrix is extremely sensitive to other presences in the area and can detect opponents behind it and throw feathers to strike them without even seeing them. This Pokemon conceals sharp-bladed feathers inside its wings, showing astounding precision as it sends them flying in attack. And it goes beyond propelling its blade quills in simple straight lines. It can even bend those feathers to change their trajectories. Revealing a certain snobbiness in its personality, Dartrix cares a great deal about its appearance, grooming its feathers in every spare moment. In truth, it's also a bit of a bird brain with a tendency... Get it? Bird brain? With a tendency to bungle things up. Once it makes a mistake, it sometimes gets into a desperate struggle to gloss over the situation and ends up making a bigger mess than ever. At times, this Pokemon feels so bothered by its dirty or ruffled feathers that it can't focus on battle. When it loses its focus, it sometimes even retires from the battle on the spot! It's up to each trainer to help Dartrix overcome this troublesome stage. If this Pokemon is with a trainer who helps it though, its strength will grow hugely. So, obvious teenager stage is obvious. What are our first impressions of Dartrix?
He's so darn cute! Everything. I love the personality. I love the design.
Snobbiness?
I love the
You like snobbiness?
Yes, I'm for it because he has personality. I'm for it. Not to mention the fact that he still seems legit about his quills and whatnot. The dude does the thing. You can't get mad at him. You can't be mad at his snobby if he can kill you from behind a tree 10 miles away. All right, maybe 10 yards away. I don't know, but still.
I wouldn't want a snobby bird on my team.
It looks like Leonardo DiCaprio with the little hairpiece. I don't like it. So I'm probably triggering people. I am not a fan of Rowlet. I am not a fan of Dartrix. I've yet to be appealed. I just don't like it. And I read the description. I'm like, my boy sounds like a snobby ass. I'm like, where's he pocket watch?
You see him? This man trying to stay clean. What's the problem?
He can't be that snobby if he's such a fuck up. To be honest, this nigga talking about he retires from battle because his feathers are dirty. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Like, clean yourself and respect yourself.
I can't get with the snobbiness if you're gonna be like that. I mean, I think his design is cool. He's not my favorite of the starters, obviously, but I think his design is cool. But like I said, it's obvious. Teenager stage is obvious. He needs help getting through battles and whatnot and staying clean. But its strength will grow hugely if you take care of it. Are they hinting towards just regular evolution?
Yeah, I was gonna say, because they kind of say that for all of them. So like, Battle Bond?
Battle Bond? Ooh, that is a question. That is a question. We did do the Ash Greninja video with Mo, and we were talking about Battle Bond being like the new Mega Evolution, where it's like how you have a set of Mega Evolved Pokemon, but you also have a set of Battle Bond Pokemon as well.
Of course, yep.
So
go watch that video if you haven't. Plug.
Do we see the starter Pokemon getting Battle Bond abilities instead of like you have Overgrown and Battle Bond?
When they pointed out in the descriptions for like all of them so far, I mean that could be the secret. Because remember they said they have a secret. A lot of people misread it and said it shares a secret with Rockruff. That's not the case. It just has a secret, just like how Rockruff has a secret. Rockruff's secret, 2 evolutions already revealed, but I don't think these will have 2 separate evolutions. They could be Battle Bond for the hidden ability. Could be Battle Bond.
All of them have Battle Bond though, or like versions of it?
Versions of Battle Bond, but all of them having it. You know, that could be the hidden ability.
I can see it. Like, I don't know. I didn't want to put that much hope into it. I was thinking more so like Greninja has more lore in the Alola than anything. But I mean, we could see a version of
Greninja
it.
has no lore in Alola. What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, it's kind of like how they're moving Zygarde to Alola.
No. See, the thing is though, is that like he's kind of just there. But in his description, they pointed out that he's not the first one to have this battle bond. There was Pokemon 1,000 years ago that had it, and everyone's saying AZ's Floette. So, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
I hope that's not the case. I hope it's not easy.
Yeah.
I hope it's not
Because I know. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was gonna change this.
I was gonna say because the anime is not canon. Some people said that they talked about in the anime there's apparently like a different Greninja or something like that that had this, and it looked like Ash, but that doesn't make any sense. So, I think it might be the case. Some people are saying AZ's Floette. I think AZ's Floette might be like the Battle Bond version of Floette, something like that. So, because they do state that Pokemon way years ago had it. Make sense, you know? Just makes sense.
I think it was one of the 3 Mons that died in the burn tower.
I can see that too.
They had Battle Bond.
Yeah, Battle Bond.
And Battle Bond activated with Ho-Oh, and that's how they became Entei, Raikou, and Suicune.
Battle Bond, Cynthia, Flareon, Vaporeon, Battle Bond versions.
Theory video coming soon.
Coming soon.
So what do we think? What do we think about Dartrix into its final evolution, though? Because we've discussed like competitive usage and whatnot. Is the idea changing? Like, how do you see? Because we have our predictions based upon like Rowlet. Do we think that it's still the same way that we see Dartrix?
You can go ahead. You go first.
Wait, say the end part of that again.
Our predictions on how they'll be played competitively with Rowlet.
Okay.
Change now that you see Dartrix.
I'm expecting Dartrix to be like just a fast archer. So a high speed, high attack, similar to Sceptile. 'Cause I don't think we've had another fast grass type starter since Sceptile. Oh yeah, Superior exists. I'm sorry. You're right. But still, I'm expecting this, and also I'm also expecting to be like a physical attacker. Maybe Leaf Blade or something like that. I don't know, but definitely more offensive than anything.
So you think it's gonna be offensive because everyone was saying Rowlet was gonna be bulky, defensive.
See, I thought that because by the initial design, but reading the Pokédex entry from Dartrix and seeing how much it loves throwing its arrows, I just think it sounds offensive to me. Either offensive or like median, like just average. Hope not, but I
kind of get a
Hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm here.
Joining us.
Hello. But why don't you finish, Nexus? I'll join in.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that everybody got the bulky thing because Rowlet looks like a chubby little mon, kind of like Quilladin. So, I personally think that it'll be a mixture of the two: a bulky offensive mon, not too bulky but not too offensive, but just right to be bulky offensive. But that typing is just.
I was gonna say its typing really
doesn't
allow it to be very bulky in and of itself.
Yeah, grass flying. Last grass flying we had was like what, Tropius?
Tropius, yeah. I can't get with it. I know a lot of people put the argument of like, oh, ice typing isn't a good typing, but in offensive, ice typing is a pretty good offensive typing. Just defensive, it's pure ass. But
the issue with grass flying is that he doesn't have much resistances, so a lot of moves just hit him hard. I mean,
he resists bug. Yeah.
Fighting.
Actually, bug is neutral.
He resists fighting, and that is a very offensive typing. So resisting fighting is always good.
Definitely. But you also hit by what? Rock, by ice.
He resists water. That's the most common type in the game.
That's two for two.
I'm gonna jump in here real quick and give you a little eye-opening experience, even though everyone said it. But owls are fat, so thick fat, my dude. I hope he gets thick fat, honestly, bulky, offensive, thick fat, so that I can fend against some fire and ice types. So you'd have like a little bit of a fire resist, not resist.
I mean, you're still gonna be ×2 weak to it though.
No, but thick fat drops it by 50%, doesn't it?
I was gonna say it might help you live a hit, but it's still gonna do a shit ton of damage.
It'll help. I mean, hey, it helped Dragonite. It'll help this.
Yeah. So
Dragonite the multi-scale.
I think if it can't be bulky offensive, make it super strong with thick fat, so it can take one hit and then just shit on lives. How about that?
I don't think it's shitting on any.
I don't think.
Unless they give it superpower, it's not shitting on any.
You are talking to one of the biggest Rowlet fans, and just let me have hope.
I'm going to tell you right now, unless they give
your favorite
it
starter is trash, my guy.
Unless they give it superpower, or I mean, maybe it could see close combat since they talk about him being so with his attack pattern and whatnot. Maybe he'll be like a Staraptor and give him close combat. Unless they give him some sort of fighting type move or Rock Slide, Dartrix. Anyone?
How about Sky Attack?
That's a flying type. What are you gonna do in an ice type mode?
You could get.
There's an Avalog on the field right now in front of you. What do?
You switch out because, or you
No,
stay.
Die is your only option.
You stay in close combat and hope
Die
that
is
if
your
it's
only
Avalon.
option. That nigga's gonna click avalanche and thick fat won't matter.
Okay,
You're
and
getting
he'll fly
blown.
away from the avalanche. God damn it!
Shut up
Off
to
the ground.
Slow Kings. They knew that they won. They knew.
Moving on to our second stage 1 evolution, we have Torcat,
This one.
the fire cat Pokemon. The bell-like object attached at the base of Torcat's neck is a flame sac, an organ that can produce flames. Torcat's emotions cause a rise in the organ's temperature, and when the organ spits flames, it rings with a high, clear sound of a bell. Torcat attacks using the flames emitted from this bell. Torcat's mane serves as an excellent sensory organ and can sense what's going on around it, even in the dark. It can also detect the presence of hidden enemies. Torcat has a great love for battle and will attack so relentlessly that its opponents lose the will to fight, and yet it sometimes behaves like a spoiled child in front of trainers or Pokemon with whom it has built a relationship of trust. The cat punch that this Pokemon can dish out with its strong forelegs is extremely powerful. It can bend iron bars and knock out large men with a single blow. So again, we have the notion of it's the teenager phase where they flat out said Ab behaves like a spoiled child in front of trainers, and I'm calling right now, he's not gonna get Fire Punch.
I'm gonna be mad if he. I mean, look, but
That's some shit Pokemon would pull. That's some shit they would pull. This cat punch Pokemon can dish out. Watch him not give it Fire Punch.
dude, I just want to say that so far, it's between all the middle ones that I personally believe that he is the best designed and the best one. And I also think, fun fact, they also talked about bonds here as well. Whereas he's a spoiled brat, but if you build a bond with it, you'll be a strong Pokemon.
Not a bond.
They're
Well, no, it says, and yet it sometimes behaves like spoiled children in front of trainers or Pokemon with whom it has built a relationship of trust.
So they're just pointing out these bonds. They can't, unless they like dictate us and they're pointing it out for no apparent reason. But since they're hinting at this much, Battle Bound just sounds like more and more real for these starters. That could be a starter
everything
secret.
is getting Battle Bond.
Starter secret, yeah.
I can see your starter because your starter is much more important than the other.
Yeah, the starters, yep. But
No,
not.
that's what I meant. Starters are getting Battle Bond.
I'll agree with you. I think he has the best design out of the stage 1 starters. I'll give you that, but he's not my favorite.
Oh, then there's one left, and I think we know.
He's not my
Oh.
favorite.
He is he's gonna drop a mixtape though. He spits flames. So.
It says
I
Cat
don't know.
Punch as well too. So I think this because the Chinese release, you know how he stands up and he's like that kind of
But he's
wrestler
building-
cat.
I
He's
don't know
building
why
his
everyone
legs
is
to
so
stand up.
upset. Why does it fucking matter? Why does it matter? Let the
Well,
nigga
see,
stand up.
hear me out. Let's say this. Let's say this. I don't mind if he stands up, but if he stands up and becomes a firefighting,
Why does
that's
it matter?
blasphemy.
Why does it matter?
Because I'm so done with firefighting, dude. I'm so done with firefighting.
I don't. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even
Crazy,
care.
crazy.
It's a good.
I just-
all the firefighting Pokemon are actually really decent. So
Okay,
why would,
yeah,
why does it
but
matter?
like, it's too much, man. Something new. But then I also don't hope.
Only
it
other
comes
thing
to
I can
next
see him
evolution.
being is only other thing I can see him being is Fire Dark. It's either firefighting or Fire Dark.
I think Fire Dark will happen based off
He's edgy.
these Riddler leaks that seem to be plausible, seem to be real.
It's gotta
But-
be one of those two.
Yeah.
So going into the same discussion that we had with Dartrix, does our opinion of him competitively change now that we see his evolution?
Wait, who's Torcat?
Wait, competitively?
Is he a physical?
I mean, my opinion on Litten entirely changed after I saw Torcat.
You like it now?
I actually do.
Ah, huzzah! Welcome.
It looks decent now. I mean, Rip Poplio, I'm sorry, but I mean, I wasn't for Litten,
Fake.
but
Fake.
Torcat, the description of it, and then Cat Punch, I swear, that thing better be a god. I am really looking forward to that.
Tell me, Gay,
But,
is fake
Not to mention, this is my favorite part. It looks like a lynx or a bobcat, whichever one you want to go. Bobcat is a subcategory of a lynx, but it looks like that, and it's my favorite animal in the world. So when I saw that design, I'm just like, yes, you're my favorite. The flame stat going up, and then when it uses a fire attack, it rings like a bell. Yes,
A
cat
bobcat.
It's the
favorite
cat bell.
animal.
I love that thing. It's awesome.
never
Bobcat.
guessed.
Out of
I
all
actually
the
really
Pokemon,
hate cats, so I can't
a
relate.
Bobcat is your favorite? That's so specific.
I would have never guessed.
I mean, I like felines. Like the cat
looks-
is awesome. And lynxes are just amazing cats. Not to mention they're small. My goal is to hopefully have a domesticated lynx. That's
I 100% respect you. My
Rip
goal is to
PK.
have a domesticated tiger or a lion. I respect that.
Rip both. You can't domesticate a tiger or a lion.
I'm gonna
bro.
find a way, dude. I'm gonna find a way. I
You
love big
can't.
cats. I'm gonna find a way.
You can't, nigga. I want you to know next is you need to be a billionaire. That is the only way you'll be able to care for a lion or a tiger in captivity like that.
No, I'm
And
gonna
even then, you'd have to have it from birth and grow it up with it. And it's such a delicate way to keep, quote unquote, a domesticated tiger or lion. Because at the end of the day, you gonna be spending $1,000 a week to feed that thing.
Shit, I'm gonna make it happen, dude.
You gotta feed that thing all the hippos.
I'm gonna make it happen. I'm about to hunt with it, dude.
I can see it.
So back to what we were saying. What do we think its stage 2 is gonna be competitively? Because our opinions on Rowlet to Dartrix changed. Now what about Litten to Torcat?
I actually feel like it's gonna be really offensive, like no matter what. And what is it? I don't know. Those leaks kind of looking kind of
Real.
true. Like, I don't know, man. But
Yeah, the Chinese know everything.
just the cat punch of it just leads it to believe it's gonna go up on his hind legs. It's gonna be a big old cat and just body everybody. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see what it's doing.
It's gonna go up on its hind legs, get Iron Fist, and know all the punches, just like Infernape.
See, I wouldn't mind that, but please don't be a fighting type.
He's gonna be a fighting type. They're not gonna give him all the punches and give him Iron Fist, and he's not gonna be a fighting type.
If that's the case, he's gonna be irrelevant.
No, he can get all the punches and not be a fighting type. My man Alakazam is right there.
No, I'm saying all the punches and Iron Fist and not be a fighting type.
Golurk?
I mean, if you want to be that guy, sure. But I'm talking about specifically. They say Cat Punch. They're talking about Cat Punch. Give him all the punches and Iron Fist. He's gonna be firefighting.
I'm just like,
Or he could just
I'm
kick,
scared.
because he has big legs. He has strong legs, so they'll give him all the kicks, aka just blaze kick and high jump kick
scared.
and jump kick and
Drain Kick.
and yeah, drain kick and ice kick and
Water
thunder kick, water kick, water kick me.
I agree. I think he's gonna be like. I feel like if those leaks are real, he'll have like base 85 speed and a shit ton of attack.
I don't think he'll
If they
be
make
that
him,
fast.
if they make him more like leaned out and not so bulky, then I could see him having like base 110 speed or some shit like that. But if they're gonna make him as big as those Chinese leaks make it look, there's no way he's gonna be a speedy one.
I don't think he'll be that fast, but at the same time, I don't think he'll be like
Base
really
80,
slow.
Base 90.
Yo, watch him be able to get agility. Then.
I think base 80 makes sense, and people can't be mad about that because my boy Gudra is a tubby, but he has base 80, so you know that boy runs.
He
He's
is
sweating.
galloping.
If a Gudra's chasing you, just don't even try. Just run. Just get out. Yeah.
He is slipping, sliding towards you, bro.
Offensive, competitively, I think this Pokemon's gonna be irrelevant as shit. Competitively, I think everyone's gonna go for the final one. Like, it'd be a little weird to use like this over the final one, unless you're me.
Well, no. We're not talking about competitively in the sense of using a Torcat. I'm talking about in the sense of what we think its final evolution is going to be like. Because we discussed what we think roles they're gonna play competitively based off Rowlet, Popplio, and Litten's designs. Now that we have the next evolution, you have an idea of what the final evolution is going to look like. Has that changed?
Here's what I think. I think this will be a perfect balance and mixture of Typhlosion and Infernape, where it won't be as powerful as Infernape. Especially, I think maybe special offensive will be like okay, will be the world's worst, and then like physical offensive, I think the team's gonna like be really strong. I'm probably stretching here. I want to say like 100, 110, 115, something like that. But in terms of special defense, I feel like the thing will not take anything. Like I feel like a special defense will probably be its worst stat. As fire types outside of Charizard, for some reason, have had this habit of not having the world's best special defense. So, I don't.
Yours here? Water gun?
What?
Water gun?
What?
No,
Huh?
'cause it has weak special defense. So I'm saying water gun? Question mark? Trying to make a joke. Fuck. Keep going. Joke's over.
Because Charizard and Typhlosion so far kind of have like base 85 special defense, and then Mega Charizard Y laughs at everything was like 115. So, I mean, taking water moves or it will not appreciate that. I mean, obviously fire type, but that appreciate as well as others. So like, yeah. I mean, it'll be decently fast and it'll hit like a truck, but I feel like you would be better off with a different fire type than this. I mean, we're gonna have to see the stats at the end of the day, but that's what I'm saying so far.
I probably won't use this one. Just not right there. Well, last but not least, we have Briown or Briown, however you want to pronounce it, whatever it is. It is the pop star Pokemon. Briown learns its dances by imitating the other members of its colony. It sometimes even learns dances from humans. So, confirmed, it knows the Macarena. This Pokemon is a hard worker and pours itself into efforts until it has memorized each dance. As it dances, Briown creates balloon after balloon. In battle, it first sends its opponents into disarray with its dancing and then slaps its balloons into the target, causing the balloons to explode and deal damage. Briown can detect in perfect time with others even if they have... What? Briown can dance in perfect time with others even if they have only just met. On moonlit nights, you can sometimes see throngs of Briown dancing as one in perfect fluidity. Really? Because I thought starter Pokemon were meant to be rare. How can you see throngs of them?
Wrecked.
Briown always acts cheery and positive. Even when it's feeling sad, this Pokemon doesn't allow its sorrow to show. It is said that Briown will only reveal a sad expression to a Pokemon or trainer to whom it has opened its heart completely.
Another bond.
Another bond is mentioned with Briown.
Everything's getting battle bond. That means Rowlet's gonna lose its flying type.
Hey, I'm
Battle
for it.
bond.
Well, no, battle bond.
doesn't
No,
make any
change
sense.
type?
I'm just being stupid. Keep going.
They're not working out, man.
Keep going.
Quiver dance? I saw dancing. If this nigga gets quiver dance,
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. I talked about that earlier. What is it? Briown kind of sounded like Oricorio with that, imitating dance moves and all that.
What about Lunar Dance? I could see Lunar Dance.
Yeah, I was like, it's Lunar Dance, Swords Dance, Quiver Dance, Fiery Dance. What else?
Keep it going, PK. Keep it going.
It's like, yeah, I like it.
Lunar Dance, Swords Dance, Fiery Dance, Quiver Dance,
Dick dance.
Pokey rap,
Pedal
featuring
dance.
PK.
Pedal Dance.
But I mean, like, it's like 9 dance moves that they can learn. So I'm assuming,
Water dance.
will it get a hidden ability? Can it imitate dance moves as well? I don't know.
I can see that because that's
can
what
do it.
that is what Oricorio had. That would actually be dope.
That would
If they
be
gave
cool,
that
yeah.
As its hidden ability. That would be wild. I never even thought about that.
That would be
PK.
cool as shit.
So you can pull out Lunar Dance or whatnot. So I mean, just going by the Pokedex entry, that's what it leads me to believe. But unfortunately, like, I thought Popplio was cute. Briown, like, it just sounds weird. I'm not sure what it's meant to be doing. Like the whole idea of the balloons hitting it. I'm assuming that's like a secret, unique attack for Briown or the Popplio line.
Because it's a seal. Like the balloons are meant to be like. You ever seen like a seal at the circus with the ball in its nose?
Yeah, I get it. It just.
PK,
it's
can you
that-
do me a favor?
I can't really put. What?
Read the second paragraph.
Can you read that for me?
I just want you to read it.
Okay. Anyway, what is it?
Wow.
But Briown is just. It's like, you remember I was saying earlier that I think Dartrix might be that basic Pokemon. I feel like Brion's final Evo is going to be doing that as well. Also, never mind. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to trigger people. Never mind.
Say it.
I was going to say, is it a female Pokemon or a male Pokemon?
Oh, I was gonna talk about that.
No, now think about it. Starter Pokemon are normally like 87.5% male, 12.5 female.
Yeah.
What if they that for Popplio? What if Popplio was,
Could be different.
I was actually gonna bring that topic up after we talked about it competitively. So don't worry about it. But any other first impressions of Briown, Mo, Nexus before we move on?
I love
think
it.
it's gonna be the best competitive. I'm falling into Nexus's hands here.
Yep.
But it
yep,
actually
I was just gonna
does
say that.
seem like it's like just shit talk aside. I love Rowlet, but this thing just seems to have that Greninja effect where it's just gonna be not like as in like Greninja super fast or anything, but it's gonna be the best starter. And not only is it gonna be the best starter like strength wise and competitive wise, but it's going to shit on everything. Well, not everything, but I mean it's gonna end up being powerful because it's end up gonna be Water Fairy, and Water Fairy is one of the best types in the game. So I don't know, with all these dances as well, you could see several sets. You can see a bulky one because it seems like it's gonna bulk up. You can see like a dancing setup mon or something like that. Like there's so many options here.
You took everything I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I've been no, it's good. I've been spewing it ever since I first saw it. Ever since Sun and Moon was confirmed, and ever since we saw, when we got the logos, I was like, the water one is gonna be the best start in this entire game. And then we saw the Pokemon, I was like, the water one, Poplio, is gonna be the best one in this game. Why I say this? Number one, he's just so overshadowed. You know, this cool ass Litten, and for some reason, people like Rowlet. I don't know why. But with this,
people like Litten. People only like Litten because it's a cat.
Yo, of course.
Yeah, I actually hate cats.
If Litten was a dog, you wouldn't like it.
Yeah,
Hell
I would
no.
like it more.
Exactly.
I would not. I love cats, man. I'm biased, but I do.
That right there is why I don't like Litten.
I am a huge supporter on the Poplio defense squad. My guy does not deserve this much. Hey, he ain't do nothing wrong. He just looks ugly. He ain't do nothing wrong.
No, the way I feel about Poplio is that I was for Poplio at first, but now seeing his evolution, I feel like it's just gonna be forgotten. Like nobody's gonna gravitate towards it.
I completely disagree. Seeing its evolution,
disagree 100%.
I completely disagree.
I disagree 100% because, well, let's just jump into this now. We'll save the competitive usage for afterwards. So the whole issue that's been going around, everyone's been talking about it, is Briown, whatever you pronounce it, is too overtly feminine. It's you can look at it, it's wearing a dress. That's not anything that you can argue with. And
I like
it. There's two different sides to this, where there are people who are saying, you know, what's the problem with that? There's no problem with this Pokemon wearing a dress. Why does it matter that it's so overtly feminine? Why does it matter, especially when you have mons like Machamp and Blaziken and all these mons that are so...
Delphox.
I was going to talk about male Pokemon. Alright, next.
That
are so overtly masculine. Why is it a problem if we have all these other mons that come through that are feminine? And then on the flip side, you have mons like Gardevoir, and you have mons like Frostlass and Delphox, and all these other mons, Lilligant, Leavanny, that are obviously overtly feminine as well. For me, the way I see it is, I don't have a problem with it wearing a dress. I don't care. I'm still going to choose Poplio as my starter. It's still my favorite. I do not care. You know, I drafted Gardevoir first in UCL. I don't care if a Pokemon is masculine or feminine, but I think for a starter Pokemon, mons that basically almost represent that entire generation, it should be more gender fluid so that no one, whether you're for or against it, has an issue with it. That's my stance on it. Kotaku actually made an article about it and quoted me for my initial reaction video, and of course they only choose certain sentences and this and that and yada yada yada. I don't care about the article at the end of the day because that's how journalism works, but in my opinion, like I said, I would prefer it to be gender neutral so that no one has an issue with it. And at the same time, like I said, on the flip side, I've seen people argue in the comment section saying that, hey, I'm a guy, I'm not into girly things. It's not that I have a problem with Pokemon making feminine Pokemon, it's just when it comes to my starter choices, because I'm not into girly things, now I'm kind of limited to 2 other Pokemon because I don't want this girly, feminine Pokemon on my squad. So I understand both sides of the situation, but I feel like the best way to go is to make it more gender neutral so that it's not so obviously feminine. At the end of the day, to you, if it doesn't look feminine, then fine. That's fine. But what I'm saying is this Pokemon, its design, it clearly looks like it's wearing a dress. So even if to you it's not, it doesn't look feminine, to 99.9% of the people that look at it, it does. You know, a perfect example of that is everyone, there were people that were quoting masculine Pokemon, listing Machamp and Golurk and all these other Pokemon, and then they listed Empoleon as well. To me, Empoleon is gender neutral. If you want it to be like a King Poseidon, then let it be a King Poseidon. I use Britannia, the Queen of England, is a female Empoleon on my UCL team. So to me, I can look at Empoleon and see a female Pokemon. You know, there are people that are saying Feraligatr and Emboar were incredibly masculine as well. I can look at Feraligatr and see a Mama Gator. You know, that's big bad Mama Gator. That's not necessarily just a masculine Pokemon. Emboar I can kind of sort of give you because he kind of has a dad bod, but at the same time, it could be a big old Mama Pig. Why does it have to be just masculine? See what I'm saying? The only overtly masculine starter designs, I would say, I would list Blaziken. I think Blaziken's incredibly masculine, and probably Charizard, to be honest. I can't.
I
really
don't
see
remember they had
female
the
Charizard.
episode of a female Charizard and Charizard.
I mean, if there's a, I can see. I guess you could see. If I sat and thought about it, then maybe. But
I mean, the only thing that makes a female Charizard female in the anime is like the eyelashes.
I mean, I'm just saying. It's. I say that just because he's such an aggressive design. That's the only reason I see it as more masculine than feminine. But you can still have a female Charizard. It's fine. So Blaziken for me is really the only one that's like over the top masculine in my opinion. And like I said, Emboar perhaps as well. But like I said, I think it should just be more gender neutral so that no one has a problem at all. Not saying that I have a problem with it being feminine. I'm not saying I have a problem with it being masculine. I just think at the end of the day, to keep everything PG, or for GP I should say, just make it gender neutral so that it can be whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be a male Briown, let it be a male Briown. If you want it to be a female Briown, let it be a female Briown. But
my view on it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Most starter Pokemon are always 87% male, 12% female, yada yada. What is it? And at the end of the day, same way. I don't really care. Like you dictate what gender the Pokemon should be, unless it's like a bull and a cow, such as Tauros and Miltank. Otherwise, you dictate what it wanted to be. If they wanted to make a design, I'm assuming like the final design that we saw from those leaks, it looks like it's meant to be a siren. Am I correct? And sirens are normally female. So if they wanted to swap the gender chances of that, like 87% female, 12% male, I'd be for that as well. Like it doesn't really matter to me so long as the Pokemon itself makes sense in its design. That's what I'm more so worried about. I want design that makes sense. So whether you want it to be male or female, again, it's up to you. You're the player. That's why they have these options out there. And make it either the King Trident or Britannia. Who cares?
Before anyone is super hipster and types, it's a fictitious monster in a game, it doesn't matter. We're in the context of this situation, it does matter. So shut the fuck up, stop being hipster. No one cares. Mo, Nexus, do you care?
I'm actually super passive about it. Like I just don't give a shit. But like I see your point, I get it.
We care about its gender? Or
yeah,
I don't care.
I don't care about like the flamboyancy, obviously. Like, cause I'm just indifferent. Cause it's like
Mo's
it's just
sitting
Pokemon.
in a pink chair right now.
Yeah, like I have a pink chair. Like my fucking computer's rainbow colored. My keyboard's rainbow
Mo's
colored, and my
sucking
mouse.
on 2 dicks right now.
Yeah, and it feels great.
I like females. I like females, so I always use females in everything, in every Let's Play, in every game character, in every icon. So, it doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't matter to me now. It doesn't matter. I love Poplio. I have always.
Like Briown. Brion's design is a huge step up.
I know some people said they dropped Poplio because of the design. If anything, it made me like Poplio even more because of the design. I think I've like.
It is the best ALOLAN starter, so you're right.
Well, competitively.
No, just in general.
No, just competitively.
No, just in
I
general.
will fight you for this, dude. Litten is one of the greatest starters we've ever received, dude.
It is not.
I will fight you for
And
this.
if it becomes
guy.
firefighting, will you still say the same?
I'm a cry, but I'ma still like it.
Nope.
I'm on the Litten
Charmander's
force,
better.
dude.
Charmander's better.
Oh, yo, don't trigger me.
Charmander is better.
Don't trigger me. Stop that. I'm gonna.
Chimchar is better.
Yo, okay, yeah.
Where's PK when you need
I
him?
can
Chimchar's
accept
better.
that. I can accept that. Chimchar's really good, not better, but it's really good.
It's better. It's better. So, shifting back to what we were speaking about before, when it comes to competitive design, from what I've seen so far, normally every generation, I'm not gonna say every single generation, but normally most generations, the starters are built like this, where you have one that's really offensive, one that's really defensive, and one that's mixed in the middle. And I think we're seeing Rowlet and Dartrix are gonna end up being really offensive. Then you have what's the fuck the name of that? Torracat, who's gonna be mixed in the middle, and I think Briown and whatever his final evolution is gonna be more focused on defense. Like, sure, you might be able to make a build that might be a little offensive with it, but I think it's gonna be more defensive, and then in turn you use those dances to turn it into an offensive mod.
I kind of see it a completely different way.
Well, I was gonna say based off just the original, the basic forms, I would say the exact opposite. I would say Rowlet's gonna be the bulky one, Litten's gonna be the offensive one, and Popplio's gonna be mixed. But now that I see their stage 1 forms, I feel like that's how it's gonna be.
I see Popplio being mixed. I see Popplio. I think they're going to completely even balance it. I see both Popplio and Rowlet being mixed, and then Litten being the offensive one.
I see. I think Papio is going to be like the middle one, and I'm assuming that it's going to be offensively. I think that both Litten and Rowlet are going to be offensive. It's just that one's going to be either special and the other one will be physical offensive. I don't think it's going to be a pure defensive mon this time.
I think still Popplio will be bulky. I mean not Popplio. I think Rowlet will be bulky. I think Torcat will be like special attacking and physical attacking, but more special attacking, just cause.
Look at it in the sense of, I don't mean to cut you off. Look at it in the sense of like the Kanto starters. Where like obviously Venusaur is the bulkiest of them, but it can still be run offensively.
Charizard's the offensive
obviously
one.
the offensive one, but it still has a little bit of bulk behind it. And then Blastoise is mixed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Blastoise you can build bulky with Roar and Dragon Tail, and you can, well, not Roar and Dragon Tail, with Dragon Tail and Scald, and then you can build it offensive as well. Look at Mega Blastoise.
And then we have a 7th gen
That's why I think they're
Sea
going a
Lion
different approach with it.
Blastoise.
I think this is the first time where they're going a different approach with it. Like all the Johto starters, they were, yikes.
Completely different.
The Johto starters, they had 2 offensive ones and 1 bulky one.
What are you talking about?
Meganium was the only bulky one.
Meganium's bulky, Typhlosion's offensive, and Feraligator's mixed.
Okay, he
As
has
PK, you can build a bulky game.
he has natural bulk, but I wouldn't.
And that's what I'm saying. That's natural bulk. He's mixed.
He does have natural bulk, and he does have a pretty good special move pool. That when he was first created, he was more especially oriented than physical, even though his attack was higher.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe I only say that because like they're like kind of the worst of the pairs, so maybe that's why I say that.
It's made to be a mixture between the two. And then if you look at 3rd gen, Swampert's the bulky one, Sceptile's the fast one. Well, if anything, that's your example right there. Because Sceptile and Blaziken are both fast
Offensive. Yeah, they can't really take
Swampert's
hits.
the bulk one.
Yeah, that should be a better example. Yeah, I think they're gonna go with an approach like that, except like there's gonna have 2 bulky offensive ones and 1 pure offensive one. Because I know for a fact Popplio will be the best one of the 3. I think we have another Gator, another Greninja coming up here. I really truly believe that this thing is going to be so relevant and competitive. I think the thing is going to be so powerful. Just all they got to do is slap the fairy on it. That's all they have to do.
Well, the fairy is what'll make it bulky.
Yeah,
if it doesn't end up being Water Fairy, I don't think it'll be as bulky as you think it's gonna be.
I don't think it'll be as good as it will too. But if they slap the fairy on it, and I only say this, people might think I'm jumping to the gun, but it learns Disarming Voice at like level 8 during the level ups. So, could be because it's a Siren Pokemon that they're gonna give it like a vocal move like
type.
that.
Hyper Voice.
A vocal move like that. I mean, but Hyper Voice at level 8 would be a little OP, but.
Look, no one said level 8. What the fuck are you talking? You get Disarming Voice at level 8. We're talking about the final evolution being Water Fairy.
I was talking about level 8. I was talking about level 8 through level up. It gets Disarming Voice, and I feel like they only gave it that because that's a vocal move.
Becomes a fairy.
Yeah.
If you get a fairy type move around that level, I think that's pretty much like sort of an indicator.
Water Fairy is just really good.
Look at a zoo.
I know. I know. It's just really good.
Well, let us know what you guys think about the Stage 1 starter evolutions in the comment section below. I'm sure there are a lot of you guys that were either triggered or really agree with what we were saying about Briown. By all means, let us know what you guys think about Dartrix, Briown, and Torracat in the comment section below. And we'll catch you guys. When's the next trailer coming out? The 14th or something like that?
14th, 1 week.
14th, but it's always leaked earlier.
We have a trailer coming out on the 14th, and the demo drops on the 18th. So, we'll catch you guys when new information comes out. Make sure you guys check out PK Mo and Nexus's channels in the description below. Hey. And, of course, if you guys are hyped for Sun and Moon, and if you're a proud member of the Nappy Nation, make sure you smash the like button down below for us as well. We are out this bitch. Bye!
Snort some coke, kids.
That's not what you're supposed to say.
What's the problem?
What happened to don't do drugs?